Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Vicious ball here. Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
And here's Hullet, and it's Nagatomo. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Pele. Now it's Pele. Now there's a fine ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the finish! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious.
Neymar. Steep. It's Neymar! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Nagatomo. And there's a searching pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vitinha, passes coming off in quick succession here. Always onto this. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now then, the ball's come loose. He has a look out. Oh, shooting chance! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Pele. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Well, they've got it again. Played back in. Now it's Hullet. And the shot's on here. Pele finds himself offside. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Looking for a runner. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a cute ball. Looking for options for movement. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's found a way past. Ah, such a clever touch. Cafu delivers with whip. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Neymar. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Yaya Toure. Over to the left. And he's intervened well there. Played out to the left flank. Half-time getting close now. Vitinha. Tele! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's been shifted off it. Best. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
There will be 1 minute at
Nicely
a time.
shaped ball. That's a sharp pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That pass just didn't quite work. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
And we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Nedved. It is a corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And it's Vitinha.
San Antonio are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Bullet. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played. Nagatomo. That's really well manoeuvred. Bullet. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect...
Decent chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nagatomo, he's got away. Elects big header. And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Oh, what has happened here? And Hullet! It's there! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game, Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always...
Can he finish? Now it's Forlan. And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play.
Here's a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho plays it short. And it's Mendes. Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out...
Up he goes! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aim forwards. He's a sharp little ball here. Not the most accurate pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Ball driven towards the far post. He's tried one! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That's an imaginative pass. Toure cuts it out. Fallen! He has done it! AC Milan are all square. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? An instinctive... Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Well-timed, excellent interception. Messi. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi. And Messi! It's there! And they're back in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that pass isn't the best. Little pass back. Messi. And this is Iniesta. He might be in here! Brilliantly cut out. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Rice. Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply. Toure makes the interception. Played into space. That's good vision. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's been played through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nicely shaped ball. And he's had it nicked away. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That has not gone well. Beckham. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, good-looking ball. Forlan had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
It's their second corner of the game. Beckham with the short one. Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Milan are looking to go forward now. And he welcomes it in. Good read, needed to be.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's picked it up out wide. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Tries a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rice. Back into the middle.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Serginho. And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta. And it's Hakimi. Beckenbauer. Hakimi. Ruben Neves. For Rice. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Rice. Ronaldinho. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Goes for a shot! He scored! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cambio di giocatori.
So, third corner of the game. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Toure cuts it out. Rice. Ruben Neves. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Forlan. Produces a cross. Hullet. And here's Forlan. Forlan, shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Messi. And now the breakaway. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Played out wide. Can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Serginho.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, nicely intercepted. Ruben Neves. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. Into the last 5 minutes. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Forlan. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Forlan. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's taking no chances there. This might spell Forlan! They've done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's on.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everyone,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to Old
The excitement
Trafford.
already palpable. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So that's got things underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now, this could be a chance. Best takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? So, what can they make of this? That looks a decent ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're back on the ball again. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Best! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Best. Oh, easy pickings there. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's had it nicked away. And the counter is on. Best. Best. So much time and he shoots! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Manchester United go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatened.
Real chance! Good effort first time.
Messi cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Nesta simply refused to be outdone there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nuno Mendes is someone who's always looking to catch the eye. That's rather hopeful! It'll be a throw-in. Oh, what? Tries a shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Nesta. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's Pele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ronaldinho goes short. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. Busquets. Maldini. Busquets. Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, super find. Toure deals with that comfortably. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Added time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Baresi. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now can he... Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Bullet tries to clear. There's the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
And so we're off again.
Manchester United, number 20, number 7.
Nicely intercepted.
Mbappe. Coming
Eto'o.
on the field, number 14.
It's a searching
Eto'o.
pass.
Number
Eto'o.
10,
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hullet. Seedorf. Now it's Pele. Hullet. Probing pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mendes charging forward down that flank. Terrific header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar with the short one. And no, he's seen through all of that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ronaldinho. Not the most accurate pass. They're urging him to shoot. Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That has not gone well. Messi. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Oh, can he get onto this? Busquets. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Neymar. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nuno Mendes. Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet. And the through ball. And he's picked out the run. Might be danger here. There's goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Neither of these two want to come off second. It's a mighty effort! And that was very necessary. And it's Messi. And that's gone loose.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Quick look, then plays it in. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nuno Mendes. And this is Iniesta. Elects to cross. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And the shot! He scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
Manchester
17,
United are able
Messi.
now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Coming on the field.
So the lead now
Number
is
15,
2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not
Dion.
going to see any complacency after that.
Looking to play him in. Pass somewhat off target. Baresi. Kola. Seedorf. Busquets. Manchester United finding their
2
passes.
minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
delightful ball. Can he get on the end of this? Costa Curta produces the... And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that.